Jay was driving out of Indianapolis when he observed a Washington Township fire and rescue vehicle make aggressive lane changes and appeared to follow too closely behind another vehicle. Jay called the township directly, but was told that Car 13 was their chief and that there was nothing that they could do about the issue. A few minutes later, the chief flew past Jay. This time, he called 911.
I've got a government vehicle out here, the Washington Township Fire and Rescue. I called the Washington Township. They advised me that this is their chief and that they can't do anything about this. I'm wondering if maybe somebody out there will and can.
After giving a description of the vehicle, the chief exits the freeway.
He's exiting mile marker 140. I'm going to go ahead and follow him.
Sir, you don't have to put yourself in danger.
I'm not arguing that.
Jay continues to tail the vehicle as it speeds through residential areas.
It's currently traveling at 35 miles an hour, 38 miles an hour, and 40 miles an hour in a 30 mile an hour zone. I have every intention of getting out of my vehicle and confronting this gentleman and recording the interaction when he stops. I will be following him to whatever destination he may have.
Sir, I advise you to not put yourself in any kind of danger.
And I advise my government to follow the same laws that it enforces. So,
eventually, the vehicle pulled into the Martinsville police station parking lot, where Jay would get the attention of a local officer to handle the incident.
That's what I'm saying, man. Whenever the cops are not handling their authority with accountability and good maturity, and who's supposed to put them in check, you know what I mean, besides their own peers, you know what I mean? Do we have an authority to do something if they're breaking the law and they're corrupt? It's a harder process for them to get tried, I feel like, than it is for us.
I can complete stop at the stop sign, turning on to South Sycamore from Washington, and pulling into an administrative building, the Martinsville Water, Sewer, and Utility. Got a police officer right in front of me. You have a good day, ma'am. Hey, bro, you were doing 110 on the freeway.
With the call disconnected, Jay begins recording on his cell phone. The video starts with the other driver, out of uniform, leaning into Jay's window after aggressively approaching his vehicle.
All right. So, what's your name, sir? You're not talking to me. Okay. Sir, I have witnessed this man traveling at 110 miles an hour on the interstate, 41 in a 20 mile an hour zone right up the road here. I would very much like him removed from duty. Absolutely. He has no right to drive this car. He has no right to be in the position that he's in. If I understand correctly, I've already talked to the fire and rescue down here. This is their chief. This is absolutely atrocious behavior on his behalf, and now he's attempting to, evade the situation, of course. Okay. I know that you didn't witness this, but my dash cam did. I've got every bit of video. Okay. What is your name and badge number, sir, just for the record?
Johnson.
Outstanding. Thank you very much, Mr. Johnson. Officer Johnson?
Yes.
Outstanding, bro.
Jay explains what he witnessed to the officers, provides his identification, and works on saving the dashcam footage. More officers appear, including the Martinsville Chief of Police, who first speaks to the driver in vehicle. He then speaks to one of his officers, and before speaking to Jay, the actual complainant, the chief finds his opportunity to flip this around on him.
What has this said about the interaction? He said he was on 69, traveling behind him. He was at 113 miles, and I said he had a dash cam. He was able to identify him.
But they were both traveling at the same rate of speed.
It sounds
Is that
like
correct, sir?
I was attempting to keep pace with this vehicle. The original interaction occurred.
That you guys were both going in excess of 100 miles an hour.
The original interaction occurred because he was following too close to the vehicle in front of him, and then as soon as he could slip into the right lane to pass this guy, he did. He jammed on the gas, cut right back in front of him. After that maneuver, I stayed with the vehicle and I got on dispatch. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
I was just trying to verify that you had both been running in excess of 100 miles an hour. He doesn't deny that he was going over 100 miles an hour.
He was going over 120 miles an hour.
But in you following him, you were also going over 100 miles an hour. Is that a fair statement?
Okay, a fair statement would be the one that I just made, sir. What is your name and badge number?
Chief Richards.
Okay, and what's your badge number? All right. So a fair statement would be I watched him commit several dangerous traffic infractions, and I did what I could to stay with that vehicle. All right, while I was on the phone with dispatch.
Called that in and said, hey, there's a vehicle traveling in excess of 100 miles an hour, provided the information, and then they would not then themselves have also been going over 100 miles an hour.
Have you taken a survey on this subject?
I'm just telling you what a reasonable person would do. We have a reasonableness standard in law enforcement. What a reasonable person would do.
So was what he was doing, was that reasonable? Okay, so I'd like for you to talk to him about it, please, instead of coming to talk to me. Instead of coming to talk to me, I'd like for you to talk with him.
As far as I'm concerned, at this
That's all I have to say about that.
are both eligible to receive citations at this point.
If that's what you feel is necessary, okay, then by all means, you have all the information you need. Have a good day.
Okay, well, you're going to need to hang out here so we can get those citations. Okay? We'll be back with you in just a moment, sir.
All right, Chief. All right. Great.
Were you going to fill out paperwork, or was there?
Man, these guys do everything they can to stick up for one another. This is what I'm talking about. The chief over here knows these guys. These are good old boys. And he's basically going to say, well, if you're going to let this slide and not make a big deal out of it, I won't make a big deal out of it. He's threatening to give me a ticket for responding to what a government agent did. He wants me to back off, let this guy go, and then he'll get out of the car and say, oh, man, that may or may not even been me, down the road if the cops, assuming they even do talk to the guy, right, the chief of the fire and rescue.
Yeah, man. Like I was saying, who's supposed to, you know what I mean? Who's supposed to investigate and you know what I mean, pursue and catch these guys, you know what I mean, in their acts of crime and prosecute them, you know what I mean? Who's supposed to pursue him in a government vehicle while he's in a government vehicle? You know what I mean? If you can't get another government worker to do it, isn't it our job, or, you know what I mean, a good citizen or something like sovereign citizen?
Do you need my information again?
Nope, I've got it. We've got everything.
Very
good. What we'll do is mail both citations, and since you both were going, you both admitted to going that speed limit, and then you'll have a court date set for city court if you want to contest it, and we can be in the courtroom and go through that.
Outstanding, gentlemen. Outstanding.
Okay.
All right. You, sir, have been wonderful. Thank you very much for willfully giving your information. You are obviously a good old boy trying to stick up for your buddy over here, and I really wonder how you sleep at night. You, sir, take care. Have a good day.
You have a safe day.
All right. I'm wagging a finger at you guys. Have a good day. I'll do my very best, sir. I certainly hope that same information or advice has been given to the chief.
Be careful, man. Love and peace. I'll catch y'all in the next one.